Welcome. I'm Ed O'Farrell, and this is a Real Assets Advisor Hot Minute. Today, we're going to spend a hot minute or so with Zach Ruchman. Zach is a shareholder and the managing director of private markets at HB Wealth. HB Wealth is an Atlanta-based wealth manager with 12 offices scattered across 6 states. In total, HB Wealth advisors oversee over 30 billion of client assets. Welcome, Zach.
Thanks, Ed. Great to be here.
Zach, are you ready for a hot minute?
I was born ready.
All right, here we go. Hometown where you currently reside.
I grew up in Greenwich, Connecticut, and currently live in Washington, D.C.
Alma mater and college major.
I went to Princeton for undergrad, where I was a public policy major, and got my MBA from the University of Virginia.
First job as a kid.
First job as a kid was doing refreshments at a golf tournament where I was everyone's favorite person because I had a golf cart and drove just backwards around the golf course handing out cold beverages.
All right. First job as a professional.
Taught English at Jordan Applied University in Amman, Jordan.
Okay. What are the most common problems private investments are solving for HB Wealth clients?
So 90% of the US economy doesn't trade publicly. By giving clients access to private investments, we give them access to the full scope of everything that happens in the US economy. And we're doing it through the lens of highly institutional quality due diligence. So we're making sure that we're investing alongside high quality LPs who've been doing private investments for decades.
Okay. There's an ocean of private and alternative investment opportunities available in the marketplace. For the investments that make it onto the HB platform, what characteristics do they share?
Our philosophy is that private investments work best when they are in inefficient and overlooked niches in the market. When there are billions of dollars chasing an opportunity, very frequently those are pretty well marketed, and valuations are baked in. We like people who understand where they can find value and find those overlooked opportunities that wouldn't be found in public markets where everything is efficient.
Okay. Your team oversees HB's due diligence. What would your recommendation to a product sponsor be when they're presenting an opportunity?
So there are more firms investing in private investments today than there are McDonald's in America. McDonald's gives you the same quality every single McDonald's that you go to, but there's huge dispersion of returns in private investments. We're looking for people who are not giving McDonald's quality private investments, but rather have a real edge and a real niche in private investments and can explain to us what their moat is and why they're going to have differentiated returns.
Okay. There's no shortage of choices for high net worth and ultra high net worth individuals and families when it comes to selecting a wealth manager. Why do you believe these folks should consider having a conversation with an HB advisor?
From my perspective, there are four pillars that we represent at HB. Number one is that we are fee only fiduciaries, meaning we're not selling product ever to clients. We are really working in the client's best interest to provide them with incredible advice. Number two is the marriage of that advice, those advisory services across a client's entire financial life, and investments, and bringing them high quality, institutional quality investments. Number three is concierge level care. And so our advisors really care incredibly deeply about clients' lives, and make sure that everything that's happening in a client's life is being coordinated. So we're working with their accountants, with their estate and trust attorneys. We have to think about how investments and other pieces of the client's financial life fits holistically into everything that is happening. And then number four is private investments. And obviously, I'm talking my own book here, but I think that we're bringing this really institutional quality private investment platform to clients. We're bringing them differentiated opportunities from what they can find in other places. And I think it creates a really unique experience.
Okay. Talent or useless talent you possess that most folks
It's
don't know
deep.
you have.
Yeah. Sorry to cut you off. It's deeply useless. I'm colorblind. And so if you see me walking around in a very mismatched outfit, please come tell me.
Okay. One person, dead or alive, who isn't a family member, you'd most like to have dinner with.
Anthony Bourdain, love all of his shows. Wish that he was still with us to keep taking us around the world. I would love to have dinner with him. Every dinner he's ever had seems like a blast.
All right. At what restaurant would you choose to have said dinner at? And what would you order?
So I loved particularly the episode that he did at El Bulli in Spain. El Bulli, also not a restaurant that exists anymore, but if I could bring Anthony Bourdain back and bring El Bulli back, I would love for him to take me there. They did a tasting menu that just looks out of this world.
The tasting menu at El Bulli. Sounds pretty good. You can connect with Zach directly on LinkedIn. And for more information on HB Wealth, you can visit hbwealth.com. On behalf of the team here at Real Assets Advisor, thanks for joining us. We'll see you again next time.